Hey there, Rebel Professional. I'm Amy Burks. Welcome to Inspiration Monday, where having a case of the Mondays means you're kicking ass and loving life. Since so many of you often ask me how to create a plan that works, this week I'm going to share my number one tactic for creating successful strategy. But first, I've got a quick story for you about my own entrepreneurial evolution, and you might be surprised when you hear what the catalyst was that actually helped me really create my success. You know, I haven't always been an entrepreneur and a coach. No. In fact, my career has been vast and varied, with jobs ranging from selling cars to doing corporate project management. But even though my career has definitely meandered a little bit, the one constant has been that I have always known that I was intended to do more than just have a job. You know, the idea that life for all of us is supposed to be teeming with fun and freedom and fulfillment has just nagged at me my whole life, because everywhere I went, it seemed like there were so few of us who actually experienced that kind of abundance, and that just made me really sad. And so I always felt compelled to do something bigger, something different in my life, and I knew that somehow it meant that I was supposed to help people, but I had no idea what that really looked like, so I just kept setting it aside and putting it on a shelf. So about 10 years ago, I heard about coaching, and immediately I was inspired. You know, I knew that it was my calling, and so I did research and looked into it and tried to figure it out, and for the life of me, I still couldn't really visualize what the end result of coaching looked like for me in the big vision of my life. And so it seemed like a good fit for sure, but because I couldn't see the end result clearly enough, I couldn't figure out how to go after it. And so on the shelf it went, next to that nagging feeling that we're all intended to love life right now. Well, then last April, actually just about exactly 1 year ago, in fact, I was reading my daily email from the universe. Yes, the universe sends me emails. I know it sounds crazy, but you can get them too if you go to tut.com. Anyway, as usual, my daily email from the universe was filled with an awesome inspirational message to keep me motivated towards building my big dream of having a life filled with fulfillment and fun and freedom. But then I noticed something else in the email. So Mike Dooley, who is the man and thought leader behind these Notes from the Universe emails, was inviting me to become certified to train a new curriculum that he was releasing that would help people learn how to manifest the life of their dreams. So since I knew that obtaining this certification would give me the ability to jump into my business, I signed up immediately. But what I didn't expect once I had the certification was that even though I was totally energized and inspired and motivated, I still had no idea how to be an entrepreneur and run my own business. So since strategy is my calling, I figured I would just set out to solve this little pickle all by myself. Being the strategy master that I am, I used perfect notebooks and pens and spreadsheets and the Google, and I watched videos and downloaded free report after free report after free report. But all it really got me was more confused. So you know what I did to help me clear the confusion? I hired some support. Yes, I hired a coach to help me sort through my strategy, to make sense of my priorities, and to keep that fire burning inside of me to get me to move towards my goals. That was the catalyst. The moment I made a decision to ask for help, and even more importantly, to invest in myself and my dream, everything changed. So what does this little story have to do with my number one tactic for creating a plan that works? Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, that number one tactic of mine is actually committing to get the support that you need, even if, or maybe especially if, you have to pay to get it. So here's the deal, guys. You know, as much as we love to tell ourselves, hey, I have totally got this. I don't need anybody's help. I am totally fine all on my own. We aren't. You know, there's a reason that human beings were put on this planet equipped with skills available to us to encourage us to socialize. It's because we're not supposed to go it alone in life. No, we're all here to help one another to succeed. But it's your job to recognize that and then to get the help that you need when you need it. And yes, to pay for it too. You know, the size of the investment that you make in yourself or your business is in direct correlation to the level of your commitment to that thing being successful. So if you think that downloading free material and searching the Google is going to provide you with everything you need to succeed, then don't be surprised if you find yourself overwhelmed, uninspired, and compelled to quit along your journey. Okay, do this now. I'm guessing that at some point along your big vision journey, you've come across something that was a worthwhile investment that maybe intrigued you or inspired you, but you were a little bit scared to take the leap. Or maybe you're kind of new in your big vision planning and you haven't found something yet, but you're feeling compelled to now. Maybe there's a class or a tool or even a coach that you would invest in that might become the catalyst for your inevitable success. Whatever it is, I want you to make a commitment right now that you're going to pick something that's going to propel your big vision forward and you're going to invest in it. Especially if the idea of whipping out your credit card scares the shit out of you. You know, I promise that the empowerment and success that are waiting for you on the other side of that transaction are priceless in comparison to that fear. All right, what are you going to invest in? And how do you feel about completing that transaction? Tell me in the comments below, and extra credit if in true Rebel Professional form, you admit that you're scared out of your mind about the prospect of doing it, but you're going to do it anyway. So, what'd you think of Inspiration Monday? If you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, then please share with your friends and subscribe to my newsletter. If you do, I promise I'll have little Maynard do a trick for you next week. And if you figured out that the support that you know you need and the investment you're about to make in yourself is to hire a kick-ass coach who will come up with a customized success strategy for you and keep you motivated and inspired along your big vision journey, then let's talk. Schedule a clarity call with me right now. I've got a few more available at a discount for my Rebel Professional community members. And if you're ready to make a commitment to yourself right now, then click the link below and let's get on the phone already. All right, Rebel Professional, it is officially time for you to kick your Monday into gear. Remember, it is never, ever too late to go after your dreams. You are intended for more, and I know you've got it in you. Have an awesome Monday.